What's up YouTube? It's boy Delvin here bringing to you my Crusadia deck profile. It's been a while since I posted a new video. Some of my colleagues were asking for a Crusader deck build, so here we go. Let's get it. Alright, so we start off with the one ofs. We use one World Legacy Crown, performs interruption from the extra deck, for the extra deck for opponent. One Crusader Leones, two Arborea, two Reclusia. We run three of the Draco for Guard Dragon Engine. We run three of Maximus, just in case we don't really go into the Guard Dragon, but an opportunity presents itself so that we could do a OTK. So we run three of those. Those are the Crusadia engine. Alright, let's put that one side. So apart from that, we're running, since these guys got hit to one each, we're running one White Dragon Wyvern Buster and one Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Alright, so to actually lock your opponent out of their extra deck if you go first, you could have your full Guard Dragon combo on the field with the negates, and just to end off a little bit better to lock your opponent out the extra deck, you could end off with Iron Dragon Tamaton. Right? Pretty nice card. You could chain it in your opponent turn, create some disruptions, blow up their rows. Once they lay 3 cards in it, special summon this card. It's pretty nice going first or second with this card, basically. I like this card. So for our hand traps, we're running 2 Ash Blossom. We're running 2 Skullmeister. I know a lot of individuals don't really see this card as a potential, but this card is a potential threat, especially in this meta whereby everyone uses their graveyard. They have a graveyard effect, and this card doesn't just apply to monsters. It's spell, trap, or monsters effect that activates in the graveyard. Discard this card from your hand and it negates that card's effect, and it's not limited to once per turn like Ash. So pretty nice card. Alright, so we're running 3 Dino Wrestler Prankatops. Pretty nice card also. I'm sorry I didn't get it in Secret Heroes yet. Currently working on those. Big up to my main supplier, Chris Main. Big up to Misael Cowell and all the other guys here in Belize. Alright, so we're running 3 Dino Wrestler Prankatops. We could use this basically if we go first to bait out back rows. And once they activate anything from the back row, you could just chain this and pop another card just to get rid of the back row, and then you could possibly go into OTK, or you could go into your Guard Dragon Engine, depends on the hand that you draw. Alright, so we're running 1 Destrudo, the Last Dragon Prison. Once again, you could start off some crazy boards with this card once you draw this in your hand, or you could also pitch it to the graveyard, whichever. But you don't necessarily have to go into it directly. But this card is just another card for an extender. And we're running 1 OG Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. You guys basically know what this card does. This card is basically not heart and soul like my boy Jonathan would say, but this card is a beast of card. For the Kaiju engines, we're running 4. We're running Thunder King, Dogaran, Kumongus, and Gameciel, OG Gameciel. So we're running these basically just for interruptions. Again, we could OTK our opponent. We could do field control with either Gameciel or with Kumongus, or we could go for another OTK with the big boy Thunder King, whereby we could activate this card, negate your opponent face up cards on the field, and attack 3 times for game. Alright, that's it for the monster lineup, guys. Moving on to the spell and trap, we're running 1 Terraforming, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Router. This counts as a 3rd Arborea, though that's one of the reasons why we run Arborea at 2. 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, 1 World Legacy Succession. Alright, those are the one-offs for the spells. 1 Crusadia Crawler for Equinox combo, and you can search a World Legacy card. Now, we're running two Kaiju Waterfronts. I was thinking about running a third one, but I decided to only run two at the moment. It's pretty nice. You don't want you may want to see this card, but the deck doesn't really revolve or depend on the Kaiju lockdown because you have many ways you could go, guys. Many ways. You could go OTK. You could go Control without the Kaiju. You could still go Control. I'll let you guys know about that a bit later on. All right. We're running three World Legacy Guard Dragon. Now, this is a pretty important card, especially to get your Guard Dragons. It recycles Draco from the graveyard, and it also gives you the option to move dragons on the board. So, it's a pretty nice card to run in the deck based on the Guard Dragon engine, and that majority of your cards are dragons level 4. Alright, we have Call by the Grave, 2 Call by the Grave. Pretty standard ratio. I like it a lot. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. Now, for the extra deck, we're running 2 Megias, Crusadia Megias. We're running 1 Spatha, 1 Crusadia Regulax, 1 Crusadia Equinox, and we're running for the Guard Dragon engine. That's it for the Crusadia extra deck lineup. For the Guard Dragon engine, we're running 1 Agripane, 1 Pisty, and 1 Guard Dragon LP. So that's basically the Guard Dragon and the Crusadia engine. For back row interruption, we're running 1 Phoenix, Nightmare Phoenix. Just to get out of the Guard Dragon combos, we'll actually be running 1 Triple Burst when you complete your Guard Dragon combo by bringing out Skull Dread. After you bring out Skull Dread, you'll basically, again, you have a lot of cards to recycle your dragons from the graveyard. For example, World Legacy Guard Dragon, special summon a level 4 from the graveyard, go into LP or Pisty, depends on where you're at with your board. Alright, to continue with your lock. So after LP and Agripane on the field, you could send both of those guys, bring out Triple Burst. From Triple Burst, you could then send your Saiyuja Skull Dread, special summon a Crusadia, and then go into Crusadia Regulax. Once you're into Crusadia Regulax, you'll special summon another monster underneath this to kick off Regulax's effect to add 1 Crusadia card from your spell or trap card from your deck. You'll basically go for the trap card, which you can then, after you have Regulax on the field, you'll send Regulax and Triple Burst, and from there you'll go into Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. Now again, you could end on many boards. You could end on a board like Abyss. You could end with Crusadia Avermax, and you can still end with, where is he? You could still end with Crusadia Equinox on the top of the board. So you can end on this negate with the trap card that you'll special summon from your field spell into the available monster zone. So you have a negate with the Equinox, a negate. They can't target Avermax, and you can also, they have to attack Avermax before they attack any other monster. So that's pretty standard protection if you don't end off in the Kaiju field. And for a plus, you could also end off, depending on what hand you have, you could also end off with a board like this. So that could be one of your finishing board. Pretty tough board for your opponent to break, guys. Alright. But for the level 4s, we're running 1 OG Avermax, 1 Saiyuja Skull Dread, and 1 Barrel Load Dragon. For our synchros, we're running 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and we're also running for the level 7 FA Dawn Dragster. Let me guys know what you think about my deck profile. It's a pretty nice ratio, I should say. 42 cards. Uh, Let me know, guys. Once again, Delvin from Belize. Have a blessed day.